Oh my god, I'm too excited. Oh. All right, Jose, here we are. We came back literally an hour ago. Hour ago? Was it an hour ago?
Like
We got
50 minutes. Yeah, maybe.
I think we got out of the theater like somewhere around 10 no, like 8:30 somewhere around there. 8:30, 8:20 somewhere around there.
Huh.
Anyways, so here we are. We went to see Joker today, and that movie pushed me to the bed, spread my legs, and fucked me.
I mean,
I've been saying that the whole entire trip. I keep repeating it and repeating it, saying it fucked me.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it like banged. Yeah, I would say that. Not. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
So yeah, me and Jose went to go see Joker. We were supposed. Well, I wanted to see it like on Friday, but we had to wait on cheap day so everyone could go see it. Uh,
That thing would have been packed on Friday though.
yeah, it would have been packed on Friday. But anyways, since usually, anyways, it's a good thing because either way, we do our podcasts on the weekdays.
Yeah.
Usually, Monday through Wednesday, we're usually free, and so we just decided to watch it, and we watched it for my birthday. So
Was that your birthday present?
yeah, basically, it was my birthday
That's
present, and thank you, Jose, for the Lion King box thing. Shit.
oh the bucket.
Yeah, the bucket.
You're welcome.
Strangely, we got it at the Joker movie.
Oh yeah, strangely we got it at the Joker movie. They just happened to have like those Lion King container things for like $8, 8.99, and so Jose was like, "I'll get it," and he just gave it to me. Is that your birthday present to me?
Maybe. Wait, hold on. I'll be
All right, all right. So I was saying, so is that your gift to me?
maybe. We'll see.
I don't know because I wasn't sure because it seemed like you were gonna take it because it was your popcorn.
I don't care. But it does look like you wanted it more though.
Me and Kaylee wanted it more.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, so went to go see Joker. We took a lot of people with us, uh, and I don't know where to start. I don't know what to
I
start.
guess the beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's like it played out like they played out in the trailer basically.
yeah, basically the trailer summed it up
Like
for
the,
us.
the
You know,
beginning.
like he was a uh uh what's it called? One of those. What do you call those guys that twirl their signs?
A
Whatever.
sign spinner?
Yeah, sign spinner. That guy. So yeah, you know, in the trailer it showed that too. That he's a sign spinner, and yeah, nothing new, nothing much there at the beginning.
Huh.
We pretty much knew what was going on. Um, actually, let's not do the beginning. Let's just do whatever comes to our mind. So
Alright.
okay, so of course this is not a spoiler free zone. So this is gonna be a huge spoiler for the movie for those people who haven't seen the movie yet. So you have your warning. You got 30 seconds to leave. Now, okay, bye. No, 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds is too long. You had 10 seconds to leave. All right. Anyways, so here we go. That the movie was That movie messed me up so bad with the whole uh that his life was shit, and then it was like okay, but then it wasn't, and then it wasn't, and then it was, and then it wasn't, and then it was, then it wasn't, and it kept going over and over. It was an emotional roller coaster. Um, but I want to point out like the fact that I don't know why I want to get to start with this one, but when he killed his mother, like to me, did that scene to you? Did that scene feel like it was
I mean,
like it was real?
I mean, it felt real. The part with the girl, I don't think was real.
Yeah, of course that was
Yeah,
not real. That was not
yeah,
real. It turned out that it was all in his head that girl was there. But I was talking about the whole the scene with when he's like smothering his mom to death or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I don't think that was real. I
Maybe
think she
she died
probably
in the stroke.
maybe she got the stroke and maybe didn't die from it yet, and then
Yeah,
maybe eventually she died. That's what I think happened. Eventually she died from the stroke, and then she died, and then in his head he started picturing that he was the one that actually killed her in his mind or something. That's what I think that happened.
whatever. I could see how that could be.
Mm-hmm. Um. Um. I'm kind of glad, and I know a few people were pointing this out, but how in the trailer they saw that little kid in front of that gate in the mansion.
Yeah,
Everybody was speculating that was Bruce Wayne, and it turned out to be true. Which I'm kind of glad about that. I mean, who else was it going to be? Some other rich kid that we don't know?
it's like a cool little Easter egg.
Yeah, and how they recreated that whole scene where his parents got killed. Uh,
Yeah,
but yeah, the whole time when I was there to watch that movie, that whole
yeah.
time I was thinking that it was gonna be uh, like they're probably gonna interpret or add that scene where Bruce Wayne's parents get killed, either off screen or we see it or not. I literally thought I knew it was gonna happen, but I wasn't sure how exactly. Like if they were it was gonna be like breaking news or something, and Joker's watching it on TV or something, or should I say Arthur because he was actually Arthur Flick. I mean Fleck or Flick. It's Fleck. Yeah,
Black, yeah.
yeah. Like I thought it was gonna be something that he sees in the news, and then that happens. His parents die or something. That's what I thought it was gonna happen, but I'm pretty glad it happened towards the end of the movie, and it's kind of cool because it's like you see it as the hell you see it as a like a prequel to a Batman movie.
Yeah, like
Like this movie is a prequel to a Batman movie, and then the Batman movie comes out. But I don't want to think that it's the Robert Patterson. What was his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Is that his name
Yeah,
from
this
Twilight?
is yeah from Twilight.
Yeah, I just really hope they don't connect it to that movie. I want Joker to be its own thing. It's one hit wonder, and never be touched upon again, unless they re-release it on some futuristic, I don't know, like future Blu-ray DVD thing, or if
Or
they're
maybe like hints at it, and like
yeah
say
that
something like but remember that Joker riot in the
yeah
something like that.
something like that. But I don't want it to be part of a big universe like the MCU is, because this movie felt great on its own.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Uh, let's see. So honestly, Jose, how did this movie make you feel? Or
I was
what were
I
you
was kind of
expecting?
I had a lot of like more twists than I was expecting. I thought like in the beginning when I was like, how did he get onto the talk show? I thought like oh he was imagining it. Like a lot of times he was just
At the
imagining
beginning,
stuff. Yeah, I was like, how the hell? Why is he on the talk show?
yeah, that's
Like
yeah, I thought so. I thought so too. But then I was like,
he's a match.
there's something off about this, you know.
Yeah,
And let's see, like to be honest, when before I started thinking, or before we went to see this movie today, I thought
yeah.
they were really gonna turn this movie into like some kind of weird like Joker becomes a good guy or something,
Like
or
an anti-hero.
yeah, well not like the way they portrayed him in the movie, because in a way that did
Yeah,
kind of feel like an anti-hero, but more towards not hero.
he's like yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because it's not like he was killing innocent people. It felt more like he was killing people who hurt him.
Yeah, he's just
But yeah, so either I was thinking the movie was gonna be more like that, or it felt like it was gonna be more like uh, what was the other thing I was thinking? Something like Joker is not real, but the idea is real. Kind of like he never killed anyone, or he's really not doing anything. He's not putting that makeup on. He's just participating, right? Because someone just
yeah
happened, like
to
someone.
add to that. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like I like how they kind of like try to connect it to the Nolan films by saying this Joker is more of like a symbol
Oh
first.
yeah, yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
yeah. That's why in my head I want to see this as not just a Batman prequel, but a prequel to the Nolan films.
yeah. Yeah,
People will disagree definitely, but
but that was a nice like like
nod.
connection there.
Yeah, but yeah. So I won't. Some people might not see it that way, but everybody sees the movies differently. You know, if you see it from one way, I see it the other way. Some people might have enjoyed it. Some people might not have not enjoyed it. But I wanted to see it as it was a prequel to the Nolan films.
I mean, for a Joker movie, it wasn't that like gory.
The what?
It wasn't that gory for a Joker movie. Like he did kill people, but it wasn't like
I
so
mean,
intense
it
killing.
was pretty intense. It felt a little disturbing, you know, when he killed people in that movie. Like when not as something as bad as like putting some guy's face in a blender and then like you can see his bones and structures and everything. It wasn't like that, but for something like that's connected to, well, at least for anything Batman related,
Yeah,
it felt a little dark, mm, really dark. But yeah, I left this movie thinking, I don't know, I've left this movie thinking really weird. Like I liked it. I liked it a lot, but at the same time, I feel bad for liking it.
um,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, I liked it, like, but yeah, I can see what you're saying. Like, you like it, but like at the same time, you have like mixed emotions on it.
Yeah. I didn't hate it. Nothing. No. It just felt like this is something I shouldn't be liking. Like, I don't know, like kicking a dog or something. Some people are like find it entertaining or funny, but I mean, I'll probably chuckle because it probably looked funny when the guy kicked the dog. But I'll be like, should I laugh? You know, deep down, like this is really wrong of me to laugh, but it's funny.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, Um, I don't know, cause this movie messed me up emotionally, and I can't even think straight right now. I can't even think of how, even though we just literally saw this movie 30 minutes ago, it doesn't feel like, no, maybe more like an hour ago, but it doesn't feel like I can say much to this. Like everything that needed to be said has been said.
Yeah, like I think that the thing with Host is that since they didn't really tie it to like a Batman,
Hmm.
like it can stand on its own
Yeah,
since they didn't tie it to like any hero or anything.
I just hope they're telling the truth. It just stays this way, and they don't make a sequel or a connection to it like MCU does. Nothing.
Yeah,
Leave it the way it is. Just if you cook a piece of meat and you're like it's delicious, but some guy says, "Oh, I need some little bit of salt." You're like, "No, you eat it the way it's made. Don't touch it." Okay, so literally, I would be talking about this movie a little bit more,
yeah,
but I guess my brain is still processing what,
processing it.
yeah, processing everything that's happened because the entire time I felt like I was in the movie itself, like I was experiencing everything that Arthur was going through. So in my brain, like if you see all this thing that's happened in the movie, like if you literally saw this but it happened to you on one day, it's hard to process everything that just happened.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, so I I don't know if I'll be able to talk about this again in the future. Maybe more in depth on the movie, but until then, I'm lost for words. I got nothing to say. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was exciting. I wasn't bored about this movie. It made me feel sad. It made
It made
me
you like feel like sad for the guy, like bad for the guy.
most definitely what
Yeah, it made you feel bad for Arthur.
what oh that oh okay you need this here yeah man the trailer showed everything. It's crazy how that he killed those guys on the subway and he chased after those other two guys and how everybody was blaming him that he was a either a vigilante or a criminal. In my opinion, I don't think he should be either. It probably should have been something like more like self-defense, but nobody was claiming it that way.
So the
Yeah, because those guys were beating him up. You know,
that's true,
it
but
was three
you don't
guys
you don't
versus,
shoot somebody.
but it was three guys versus one though. You don't know what they could have done to him. They probably would have, I don't know, just beat him to death. He still,
Yeah.
I
But like you
understand.
said, would anybody have cared if they beat him to death? Nobody would really have cared.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, honestly, when he killed those two guys, it felt more like self-defense. But when he chased after the last guy, more like, yeah, it's that was definitely murder.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, anyways, let's see what else happened after that. Uh, the next person he killed wasn't it that one guy that he used to work with?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The
that.
he spared. I like how he spared the little guy.
Yeah, I mean the little guy didn't do anything. Mostly people were making fun of the little guy too.
Yeah.
So I understood why he was spared. But it was kind of it was funny in that scene, the same scene where the little guy he was trying to he was trying to
He
leave
couldn't
the
open the door, right?
yeah, he was trying to leave the room, but he couldn't, and then he awkwardly had to ask Joker to open it for him, and he did. And I literally thought this whole time, oh, he's gonna kill the poor guy, and he didn't. He's just like, you were my favorite or whatever, and he kissed him in the forehead and let him go.
Yeah, I was like, he didn't do anything.
Yeah,
He didn't even.
but yeah, so and let's see the whole scene with the girl that supposed well, I thought that he was he was dating her, but it turns out that
It was his image. He was.
yeah, it was in his imagination. She was never there in the first place. But I, to be honest, I kind of knew that there was something off about it because there was one little tiny detail that I knew that this possibly the whole time that he's hanging out with the chick probably never happened because of one thing. You want to know what that is?
When he's in the that comedian place.
No.
What is it?
Where was her daughter through this whole entire time?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
That's,
she was never around. So
I mean,
so she was missing in the pictures, so obviously that meant that she wasn't there.
or that girl was a terrible mother.
Yeah. But also it's kind of weird because also in that's the literally the scene after he comes back from being crazy or whatever, he goes off, knocks on the chick's door and kisses her. Like, and she's okay with that, and even though they haven't known each other for that long.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, why would you?
Followed her home.
What?
I said, and he followed her too. Like, why
And
the
he-
fuck would she be okay with that?
Yeah, that scene too where he follows her and she's like okay with it. She was like, "Were you following me? Was that you?" And he's like, "Yeah." And she was
Yeah, that kind of gave it away. Yeah, that was like, she didn't even do anything.
so yeah, I mean, I guess it would. I mean, if you're a fan of Batman movies or shows and whatever, some people probably would have thought maybe this chick is crazy too, and maybe she could have been like a Harley Quinn or something.
Yeah,
So maybe she's as crazy as him too, but at the same time, there was some things that were a little off. Like even if she was crazy, she wouldn't be that like like jump into it. But yeah. What's the next thing? The whole thing about him possibly being Thomas Wayne's kid.
that was the kind of a good twist. I thought,
Yeah,
but no,
I don't know that. We remember when we were having that conversation with Kaylee's brother. We were talking
yeah,
about how what if it's possible that Thomas had Arthur, but abandoned him for some reason, maybe because he laughed uncontrollably or whatever, and then maybe that's when Penny, his mother, quote unquote mother, adopted him. Maybe that's what happened, and Thomas doesn't want to be blamed for abandoning a kid or something, because from what we know, from what we seen, Thomas Wayne seemed like, oh, he was such a good man that he was such a good man, he would take care of the poor people or whatever. But from what I've seen, Thomas Wayne has also had a dark past in countless Batman games or movies where he's not that saint. Like he's just like either he used to join, like he used to deal with drugs or something, or in this case, the movie could be like he had a son, but he gave him away because he didn't want him. Instead, he stayed with Bruce Wayne, a better son, superior son, and then all of a sudden, this kid claiming that he's my son is trying to get something out of it or whatever. But
Yeah, I could see that. I could see like
yeah,
why he's
we don't really know, but yeah. So in the end, it turned out that Thomas was, I mean, not Thomas. Arthur possibly is his name is not actually Arthur or even Fleck. So that's another cool thing because that means he's Joker and he can be whoever he wants to be. So he can't be found easily because he's literally has no name.
he's like a
Yeah, because it said
outcast.
yeah, because it said even and I think was it his birth certificate, whatever that was that he was looking at. It said child name unknown or something. It said something child unknown, so that means he has no name. So he can be whatever he wants to be.
Yeah, basically he can.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool that he can do that now. So he can basically be hidden around the world and nobody will know who he really is. Um, Now, the ending where he kills his what's it called, his admirer, celebrity
His idol,
comedian,
basically.
yeah, his idol, uh his the comedian Murray something.
Yeah, Franklin Murray.
I think it was Murray
Yeah, Murray. Yeah, I think it's like Franklin Murray. I think
or Murray Franklin.
one of those two.
Anyways, so yeah, so Murray invites him to his show, I guess to make fun of him more, and then originally Joker was supposed to kill himself, right, in front of everyone,
Yeah,
but
but he ends up killing him.
yeah, he ends up killing Murray instead. He kisses the lady next to him, sits
That
down.
was kind of gross. How he just goes up and kisses that old lady.
Yeah, it's pretty
I was
gross.
like,
It was pretty uncomfortable too for her, especially for her.
yeah. I was like,
So yeah, so then after that he acts kind of weird. He tries to tell some horrible jokes, and then all of a sudden it gets dark when he starts talking about like murdering children or something. I can't remember what it was. And then
he talks about like oh yeah. He talks.
then he
The old
then
lady
he
was like, that's not nice.
yeah, that's
And
kind
then
of yeah. And then all of a sudden he starts bringing up about how he
this
killed those three guys from the subway, and then saying that it was him, and then he just kept talking and talking and saying how everybody in around is basically not a good person, and and then he kills Murray in the end, shoots him in the head, well, and shoots him 3 times I think, and then drops the gun. He gets captured by the police, but then one of his supporters comes in an ambulance, hits the car, takes him out of the police car, puts him on top of another vehicle, and then he gets up. He's bleeding. He grabs the blood that's on his nose, that's dripping down, spreads it on his face, smiles, and then he's like, "I'm free," kind of moment, you know. And then and then at the same time, Bruce Wayne's family gets murdered.
by one of his supporters.
Yeah, by one of his supporters. They get shot. That's done. And then Joker's in Arkham Asylum, I'm assuming. And then
He's just laughing at a joke.
yeah, and so now the question is, did all of this happen or did it not happen? Because it felt a little confusing because it didn't feel like it was real when he was walking away in that scene, and then he had like blood prints on the floor. That felt like it was probably fake. And then But it would also make sense he probably killed the lady that he was talking to at that in that scene, and then he like runs away, and people are chasing him, and he's like all happy and shit. And it was pretty unique, but also pretty weird how that movie felt. It felt like it gave off like a pretty like 1970s 1980s vibe, especially like the opening or like in the ending when you
Yeah,
know
yeah. It's like
when
it
it
wasn't
said
like set in real time.
well that too, but also because the way the style they did it, they like instead the end, it didn't like end like a regular movie where it just goes to blank and then it ends. No, it literally just says the end and the movie ends.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was,
Yeah.
and they kind of,
But yeah, this movie literally felt like somebody made it, wrote it back in 1970s or 1980s, and someone from the future stole it from the past and brought it to the future, recreated everything, and this movie literally felt like it belongs to in the categories of those old movies like Scarface, Taxi Driver, maybe even Pulp Fiction, even though that came out in the 90s. But that it gave kind of that kind of vibe, like it was like a like an old movie, but a good wine movie. Fresh like ages like fine wine kind of movie.
yeah.
But
I feel
yeah,
like with time, Boo's gonna like
yeah. Over time,
you can watch it again and
yeah,
like
after a while, this
uh,
movie is gonna be one of the greatest in the classics, and it would probably add up to the 100 movies before you die list. Probably make it 101, maybe even more. But anyways, so before I end this, I would like to give a rating to this movie, and I say this movie is a 10 out of 10. It did what it did. It did what it was supposed to do. It messed me up real bad, like it's supposed to, because it's a Joker origin movie, and it did its job. So this is the first movie that I felt like it deserves the 10 out of 10 rating, and uh, I don't know if there's gonna be another movie like this, or even similar, or even close to even reaching masterpiece. But yeah, Jose, what did you rate it?
I rate it. Yeah, I think yeah, 10 was like it deserves a 10.
Hmm.
I mean, anything lower than
It
that
didn't
would.
sound like that when we were walking out the movie theater, Jose. It
Now
sounded
that
like
now that
you.
I'm thinking about it, yeah, I think it's like 9.5 or like 10, like but it's high up there
Yeah, it's pretty high up there.
compared to like the like previous or the previous Joker. This was way better.
Yeah. Anyways, this is probably gonna be third to last movie I'm probably gonna review. Maybe second to last. Because I think the next movie I'll ever review is probably gonna be Star Wars.
Oh, you gonna watch that?
Yeah, I'm considering it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it off the year with that, and I'm gonna say this. I'll probably say it again if I ever do a review. If not, then this is my only time I'll ever say it. And this has been a great year for movies, but a terrible year for our wallets. But yeah, I started out this year with
Probably.
well, technically I started out with Bumblebee, but I want to
Was
block that out of my mind.
was it bad?
No, it wasn't bad. It's just that I did not want to start that year with with Bumblebee. I wanted to start it out the year with Dragon Ball Super Broly. But yeah, we literally watched it. I think a week after Bumblebee, maybe.
Oh, so they didn't watch it then? Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't watch it yet. It didn't come out yet. But yeah, so I want to pretend Dragon Ball Super Broly was the first thing I saw this year. And then other movies after that. What did we see after that? We went to see Lion King. We didn't see Toy Story 4 like we were going to,
Did you see Endgame?
but we did see Avengers Endgame. We saw uh, How to Train Your Dragon 3. I completely forgot that came out this year. How to Train Your Dragon 3. Um, yeah, we saw quite a
Here
bit
for
of movies.
movies.
Oh, Detective Pikachu.
Good one too.
Yeah. We went to see Rocket Man. We went to see. No, I think. No, but I was gonna say Bohemian Rhapsody, but that came out like November last year. No, we didn't see Rocket Man this year. Did Rocket Man come out? No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm confused. See right there. So yeah, I did see Rocket Man this year, and then we saw Bohemian Rhapsody on November. I remember that. So yeah, it's a pretty good year. Not a good year for our wallets again. We spent a lot of money this year. But it was kind of worth it for the movies we watched. I still kind of wish I
Yes.
saw Toy Story 4, but then now I'm like, what I've
Oh,
heard, the way the movie ends, felt like it's probably a good thing I didn't go see it.
how does it end?
You want to know?
Yeah, I don't care.
I'll tell you after we're done with this.
All right.
But yeah, so there you go, guys. I enjoyed this year with movies. I did not see Far From Home, but I know how it ends, so I'm not interested. In fact, I mean, I'll probably watch it eventually because I do like Tom Holland's a little bit more than Andrew Garfield, and I still saw Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I'll probably never see that crap again. But yeah, anyways, if this is the last movie I'll talk about this year, then here we go. No more movies to talk about. I'm glad to end the year with Joker. If Star Wars turns out to be crap, then it's crap. I don't care. I'm happy I got to see this on a week before my
Yeah.
birthday. And I'm happy. I went with my friends, my family. I'm happy. So I'm happy. And this movie was great. The movie was a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. And that's all
Yeah, I'm gonna dream about this tonight.
that's all I care about this year. Anyways, I'm gonna end this now before it keeps on going for no reason. Before I start talking about some other crap. But anyways, thank you for watching. If I really enjoyed this movie, and also before I go, Jose,
What?
should I change? Hold on, I'll show you the picture. You probably can't see this right now, but I'll show it to you later. Do you want me to change the Joker drawing? I'll show it to you later, so don't worry about it too much. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next. I'm gonna see you in the next video. All right, bye bye.